Alright, here we go. Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm Dern the Hermit, and I'm continuing on with Stalker,
Well,
Shadow of Chernobyl.
Good hunting, Stalker.
Thank you, Sid. Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl with the Starter Pack 2017 mod. Alright. Now, in the previous episodes I've already gone through the car park, I've done a bunch of side quests around here, and I'm about ready to press north into the garbage, so one last thing I want to do is wait till after midnight for the artifacts near the electro anomaly to spawn. I don't want to make sure I get at least some artifacts, some endurance artifacts on me. Now, I believe Zone Reclamation Project introduces the option to sleep, and I'm not entirely sure. It does in the configurator say that there's supposed to be a there it is, a sleeping bag. Perfect. And so I did go through the configurator tool, the modifier tool that comes with Zone Reclamation Project. I was tweaking a few things on and off earlier. A couple things made crashes pop in, so I don't exactly remember what I have tweaked on and off. There's a bunch of options like changing your binocular position on the screen, the size of icons in your PDA, things like that. You can adjust details like how timers on your missions, how long you have to complete the missions. But I went through a few things, tweaked some things on and off. Wound up with some crashes. I don't exactly remember what I wound up with, but I did wind up with a sleeping bag. So I'm going to sleep, and sleep for 3 hours. This is the usual dream. It's using cutscenes. I'm going to skip it. But there you go. Let's look at the time, and it is a little bit before midnight. Oh, it's right there on my HUD, lower left corner above my stands icon. Okay, so it's about an hour and a half. Game time kind of goes by pretty quick. So I'm going to look around here and we'll see if there's any random jobs I can pick up. No. Go over and talk to Sid. Oh, energy drink. Neat. Nighttime is nice and dark, though. I really like it. Go down and talk. Make one last talk to Sid. I'd already noticed that we have another bandit jacket there in my inventory. I forgot to sew off.
Back.
I am here. Let's get rid of this bandit jacket. Just dead weight. I have no need for it. And trade.
Not bad. Some pretty good stuff you've got there.
Oh, thank you. All right, and so that's all I'll need for now. I got plenty of bandages. It's probably more than I'll need, but I'll hold on to them for now. The way we live very little. Plenty of medkits. Also probably more than I need, but I'll hold on to them.
Now that's the way to go.
Okay, so I've already gotten the special mission from him. That continues the storyline. I can go through and answer a few questions. Tell me the zone. With Strelok. Oh, looks like it's like some text glitch or something. Find out more. Find out the neighborhood. The farm. You can always pause the video and read these. I've read this so many times. I'm not terribly interested in. I'm kind of going through them as a courtesy for anybody who hasn't played the game or might be looking into it. Any jobs? Eventually I'll find a meat chunk. I'll come back and do that for him. I'm going north to the garbage. I might as well take this. And one other job, sales representative. I believe that's killing a neutral stalker. Stalker that's technically neutral. I'll hold off on doing that.
Good hunting, Stalker.
Eventually I'll be doing enough jobs for loners that I'll be able to do a couple assassination jobs for Sid like that without losing my reputation. But you have to make sure you're on friendly terms with them. Like you see, if you look on my radar in the top left, you'll see that one green dot. That's Talik, who I saved earlier. Because I saved him, he has a positive view of me. So he's my friend. He's green. All the other ones are yellow because, you know, we're all loners, we're all neutral, just kind of whatever. But, so I'm going to be slowly making my way up. There's basically an hour of time to pass between now and getting to the electro anomaly. I may just wait out that time in real time here. And I'll head back north. I may wait till morning up north at the Army Depot at the level transition. But I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. You can make in all these anomalies at night. Look at this anomaly field. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? I remember when I first played the game, the anomalies were I understood them. You know, I'd been following Stalker before it came out, but actually dealing with them was a lot trickier than I imagined. I thought it'd be really simple, but a lot of times you kind of... is that a... there's someone on the hill up there. Let's see. Oh, I see him on my map. He is neutral. What up, buddy? Neutral stalker passing by. But when I first played the game, there's a few parts where the anomalies are really tricky, and I got really nervous about messing around with them. So I tried to just stay as far away from them as possible. But after hundreds of hours of playing this game and various mods, a lot of mods are even meaner. A lot of mods add like random anomalies that just pop up anywhere. Alright, here we go. Wonder if there's any dogs around. Nothing's happening yet. Take a quick save here. Again, something's coming through. What is in there? Who is in there? Ooh, that's spooky. Maybe something died trying to get through. Alright, so I'm here at the Electro Anomaly. Basically, I have 45 in-game minutes to go. I don't remember how many minutes that is in our time, but it's longer than I want to wait. So I'm going to cut recording here, and we'll come back when it's right around midnight. That's creepy. I keep thinking something's coming through. Anyway, we'll be right back. And we're back. Basically, just after midnight. You can see the artifacts have already appeared. So, another quick save here, and, alright. That was a nice little wait. I actually don't mind the passage of time in the soccer games. Vanilla had a bug. A lot of AI movements, a lot of NPC AI movements had timers attached to them, and they often didn't start doing a lot of their stuff until after like half an hour had passed, and several giving minutes had passed, that sort of thing. Oh, I got some loot from some poor stalkers that perished here. See, I want this guy. Let's get down here from him. Zapped. Oh, and I got zapped just the same. Goodness. I got greedy, stalker. I got greedy. There we go. Another one. And right back here, a third. Most excellent. But anyway, as time passes in this game, the AI is moving all over the map, and from pretty much everywhere. But in the vanilla game, there was a bug where if you saved and reloaded, those timers got reset. So somebody who like played in short sessions or played for an hour or two, they often wouldn't see the same sort of interesting AI movements that you can often find just by letting if you had like started up a simulation and just let it start going. So right now, AI are moving around all up here, all around these maps. Well, I don't know if they technically are. There are timers to control it and to control the various spawns. And I don't think the AI is completely freed up until after you complete the story aspects in a given map. Again, up here in Garbage, there's a few story things to do. But it's just very interesting to think of the AI as doing its own thing. So when I wind up waiting, and it wound up being about 5 minutes for that 45 minutes to go by. But when I'm just letting time pass like that, I know that the AI is doing its own thing and having a kind of grand old time. Oh, it's nice and creepy late at night. I can make out the anomalies a little better, but otherwise. Oof. Okay, so one of the modifications I did in the ZRP modifier is it makes it so that NPCs will buy guns, and see if he'll buy them. He will. Alright, so I picked up some loot from those dead stalkers that died in the anomaly. And so rather than carry that around or carry it all the way back to Sid, I'm just going to dump it off here. And yeah, leave it my buddy Fox. Alright, so there we go. Now let's look at my artifacts. Ooh, so I got a flash. That's really good. But that adds 73 to my endurance. This adds plus 36. And you know, I think I want both endurance artifacts on. Now, it really does a huge weakness to my electric shock resistance, but those electrodes just friggin' suck anyway. And they're among the easiest anomalies to see and avoid. You just want to remember there's a couple parts of the game where you might want to brave some, so you might want to remove your endurance artifacts before going into them. But there we go. Look, my endurance meter in my lower left isn't even moving at all. That's wonderful. I wonder. Let's remove one of these. See if it goes down at all. It does not. Good. So I only need 2 endurance artifacts. That leaves me free to have both my bulletproof artifacts on. And if I ever get somewhere with radiation, I want to take 1 or 2 of them off and replace them with anti-rad artifacts. But for right now, I'll keep them on like this. Alright, so here we are. We're back up here at the outpost. Nobody's respawned yet. I'm going to take a risk. It's quite a gamble. I'm going to sneak in here, and I'm going to use my sleeping bag again till morning. And 9 hours, why not? Skip the dream. Eat some food. And there we go. Nice and awake, and there's nobody on my radar. I am free to move on to the garbage. Do a quick save there, and let's... Actually, I'm going to equip my assault rifle before we go. Let's do it. I don't know if I'm going to cut out the load scene or not. Maybe I will. Why not? Here we go. And here we are in the garbage. As I come in, I have a task to kill the bandit leader. Okay, they give me an auto task. I have another quest over there to... oh, that's the eliminate two bandits at the garbage quest. And up here on my radar, you already see that there's four people up here. And oh, poor. I don't know where he came from. Very good, bandits. That's quick load. I want to kill them before they kill that stalker. I thought they did some more talking. I'm just going to run up and start gunning. Bandage. 2 more of them left. And there's still 2 on my radar. There's another bandit around here somewhere. Where are you, you little bastard? There he is.
People, this is the commander of the Central Squad. We kicked the bandits out of the derelict machinery scrapyard, expecting counterattack.
Can I get him? Nope.
Low on numbers, so
That's
everyone's
alright.
welcome to give us a helping hand.
He's a basic bandit. So, it's easy to miss in all the chaos, but you get a radio transmission about some stalkers that want some help. I'm going to go help them in a moment. First, the sweet, precious loot. And a stash location. Oh, good. He had a med kit. You went through a few bandages there. You, buddy, come here. What's going on here? Include garbage bandits. Alright, let's do it. He's got a few rubles. Buy this crap off me. Notice I'm not reloading the ammo anymore. At this point, it's just so not worth it for me. I'll say this, though. There. Alright, buddy. Let's go kill some bandits. And look at this. They got a little squad over here. Before I talk to you guys, I am going to loot. I'm going to loot. Stash location off that, and some bread. Anything in here? A couple more corpses up here. More bread. Another stash location. Alright, and in the back of some of these trucks is some boxes with, you guessed it, loot. Loot. Every little bit helps. Most of it gets sold for a few rubles here and there. Like if you noticed, a couple of the silenced weapons I picked up were only sold for like 29 rubles. But over here, for example, nope. Nope. Jumping is not the best in a stalker game, but I know for a fact there is a way up in there. There must be. I have so much sympathy for all the streamers of stalker games that have tried to jump onto somewhere. In fact, there's a few mods that are based around the weird jumping physics that you can get in Stalker. But you know what? Screw it. I'm going to get these instead and move on. So I think what it is in there is a silencer, which I already have a few back of way down at Sidorovich's place. Oops. But we've already determined that we can't attach it to the AK-74SU. Nothing in there, but we do have these. Look, there's loot. That makes me feel so much better. Oh, sweet, beautiful loot. Oh, look at all that sweet loot. 9x19 rounds. Oh, perfect for the MP5. And there's one more little hidden secret here in Stalker. Oh, look, guys. It's raining. Just an immense amount of armor-piercing 9mm rounds. Right when I've gotten an MP5 submachine gun that uses 9x19mm rounds. Oh my goodness, whatever are we going to... Holy crap, over 800 rounds total. Well, first off, I'm not going to lug it all around. Let's dump off the regular stuff. Oops, no. I want my artifact. Dump off this because we just don't need it. I'll sell it later. And dump off most of this because I just don't need it. Now, eventually, I am going to use the AK. I'm about to kill a bunch of bandits and loot their sad, pathetic little corpses. So I want as much space in my inventory as I can get. Let's change the ammunition out here. Again, drop that off. No, not my armor. What's wrong with you, Dern? Bess is over there with his fellows. What's this stalker doing? He's standing there taking off his clothes. Alright, quick save. Let's talk to Bess. Hey, buddy. Just in time. Need some help. Alright, go on. We've set up an ambush. Alright, I'll help you. Come on, Bess. Stuff ain't done. Let's finish it and talk later. Oh, yeah. I remember. The animation first has to wait for this guy to come back. They're coming! They're coming! Switch to semi-automatic mode. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to try to hop. I'm going to try to hop on the helicopter here and kind of be in a position to come to get at them from above. I don't think it's going to work out in my favor, though. So instead, I'll go over this helicopter. Let's get down. Bandits are coming. You look at my radar, you see all the other boys getting into position. Oh, look, they have a nice depth of field effect going on, too. That's very handsome. How nice. I actually usually turn that on, but it's so unobtrusive I haven't noticed it until now, so how bad can it be? So anyway, on the radar, you can see all the other stalkers getting into position. When they finish their animations, a gang of bandits over the hill will start their approach. Again, I should be seeing that for... There they are. Sweet. There he goes. Good. Got a few of them, especially I got their leader. That guy's got a good beat on me. This is dangerous. This is bad. Take a bandage. I'm out in the open. This is bad. That guy's down. That guy's down. I'm going after his legs. Not a good maneuver. I'm throwing away my ammo, mostly because I know I got so many extra rounds over there. Alright, is that all? Nope, one left. I like that they're not shooting me through the bush. I'm gonna be ballsy and come up here after this guy. Looks like he's the last one. And that's all of them.
Boys, we wiped them out. Everybody have some rest. And you, Stalker, come over here. Let's have a chat.
Let's have a chat. I like how all the voice acting says that in this game. Let's have a chat. You. Let's come have a chat. There's some good parts of the voice acting. There's some parts that are obviously cringeworthy. You know, it's not everything's perfect, but some of the things I do like. The attitude, just very businesslike of these guys. Oh yeah, we just killed off a wave of bandits again. To you, there might be a life-threatening, panicky situation. To me, it was Tuesday. Oh. Alright, good amount of loot. And there's still another gang of bandits over there, and they've seen me. Oh, my weight is near its limit, but they're coming my way. I still got over 100 rounds. This is not very good at all. I'm going to come around over here. I have unlimited endurance, so I can just sprint and sprint and sprint. And don't kill me yet, please! Haha. Made it over here. And now. That guy is not dead. That's kind of ridiculous. Oh, he got a good shot on me. That guy's down. That guy's down. Taking shots. I think he's down too. One more. Red dot there. Oh, two more. At least two more. That guy's down. He was wounded. And now he's not wounded. I'm such a nice guy. He had this wounded problem going. You are down. Oh my goodness. I wiped out 2 squads of bandits. You hear over the hill there's still fighting going on as well. That's yet another squad of bandits fighting with the guys over at the hangar. Well, I suppose I should go help them eventually. But, oh, I mean, loot. And over there, further, is a giant anomaly field with artifacts. Meat chunk artifacts. But this anomaly is just enormous. It stretches all the way across this little valley. And you basically have to run all the way up the hill where it's highly radioactive to get to it. A couple bodies over here. And, yeah, it's just too heavily loaded to continue. So what I'm going to do is drop off a pistol. I'm going to empty a couple things down over here. Inventory management. Again, I apologize. I'll make this as quick as possible. This is totally a min-maxing sort of situation. I'm just eking out every last bit of gain that I can from the stuff that I'm finding. Let's see. That one's slightly better. And oh, that one's way better. That one has ammo in it. Drop off all these. And drop off all these. Let's go finish getting this loot. I guess it's not terribly important at this point to leave a couple things behind. Maybe I'll leave like a few, like a Makarov behind or something. Because really, I just gotta get back into the fray. Alright, so leave a couple Makarovs. Oh, this is more valuable. Not too much. Alright, let's go back to Bess. Leave behind a few Makarovs. Somebody can stumble on it in the future and just be all, oh wow, amazing, I got so lucky. Okay, so when you are over encumbered, your endurance runs out like the dickens, no matter what you do. It's basically inevitable. You can't avoid it. Oh, and it looks like one of the friendly stalkers also perished. I'll have to do the right thing and also loot his corpse. But first, let me go sell off a few things to Bess. And get the reward for helping him and continue on with the story mission, etc., etc. You know, all those important things. Here we are. Hello, fellas. Give me my reward. And I believe Bess also has a unique rifle that I might buy from him. Looks like he does. Sure, no problem, Bess. Repel the banner, right, thank you. Tell me about yourself. Bess's name, came to this part 3 years ago. You can pause and read that if you like. Why don't you join duty? And that gives you kind of an introduction to duty. What is this place? This is the garbage. Bunch of piles of trash. People used to dig here. You find some artifacts. Any large buildings in the garbage. In the center, there is a hangar. I'll be going there soon. First, let's trade. Okay. Those are low quality. And there we go. It looks like the shotgun with the most health. And this is kind of how it works in the zone, just kind of constantly trading up. I have a repairman a little further into the game, and that'll also be extremely useful. But until then, I just kind of rotate my weapons in and out as I go. And buy my ammo as well, best. There we go. Okay, very good. Alright, I'm going to go loot a couple more things. In the future, on these looting runs that I do, I may just pause the video, but for now, I'm mostly showing this as an example of how I run and how really just maximizing your effectiveness is. For example, it doesn't really cost me much of anything to sprint back over here. Realistically, the distances here are really short. I would love a stalker game with distances, maybe not quite as big, maybe not quite as much of a real-world simulation as something like Arma, but maybe split the difference, because these individual maps are like a kilometer on each side or something like that, maybe 2 kilometers, which is cool, and it's good exploration. It really makes it feel open, but I guess I'm nitpicking. I guess I'm being really nitpicky. That's just totally it's a good size. I totally understand why they wouldn't want to just be gigantic. Especially because when you start getting maps of that size, you also essentially want good vehicles. Oh, there's an artifact right over here as well. I want to be careful. I don't want to get too cocky about anomalies. Oh, meat chunk. I could eventually bring that back to Sid. I'll show you guys the meat chunk really quick. It gives you a plus 400 to health with a nerf to impact rupture and bulletproof. And again, that's not 400% to your total hit points or anything like that. It is a 400% faster healing rate. And up on top of the piles of garbage there, it's highly radioactive, but there's also a few more artifacts. And sometimes when artifacts spawn, they can roll down the hill or roll somewhere that's a little easier to grab. Like, I'll make a quick run up here. I know I have a few extra anti-rad kits. See, there's an artifact right here, as well as a stash in this pipe with another artifact. Anything easily accessible, it doesn't look like it, and my radiation's getting really bad, so I'm going to move back down. Take an anti-rad. Whew. Got a little toasty there, but, you know, got some artifacts. It'll be worth it. Similarly, on the other side of the garbage pit here, another radiation field, a few more anomalies, and the possibility of finding a few more artifacts. Doesn't look like it, though. Although in the trunk of that car is an artifact over here. I'm going to run around the border, try not to get too cooked. Yeah, I got a little cooked. I'll take off my night stars here and actually add these to make my radiation go away. Ha ha ha. I'm actually really decked out to be handling highly radioactive areas right now. Another stone blood. You look in the nooks and crannies because you saw that kind of rolling around on the ground. So when an artifact spawns from an anomaly, it can just kind of roll into another spot. There are a couple spots in the game where if you... oh, another one. Another jellyfish, but still. Eventually when I get to Sakharov, I'm going to have a fat load of loot. And of course that's just going to help me get from mid to end game gear even quicker. But so I've picked up a bunch of things. Best again. Sell off these pistols, get a few more bucks out of him. I could sell these. He offers 650 rubles for them. Something like a meat chunk goes for over 16. But I do believe they're double if you sell them to Sakharov later on. I should stop saying that name. To people who are not familiar with the game, the name Sakharov doesn't mean anything. And to people who are familiar with the game, I'm probably telling them what they already know. So let's dump off some excess here. I'm not going to use the stone blood or the wrenched or the jellyfish. I will pick up a few more of these bullets because they're light. But for the next part, I definitely want my assault rifle. I have enough rounds for my shotgun. I'm not worried about that. And get rid of those because those are heavy. And it looks like I am set. Alright, let me check my time here. Okay, so next episode, I've already done the first mission down here for Bess. Next episode, I'm going to be going up here to find a little more information about Siri. From Siri about Strelok. He's going to give you the next leg of the mission, and we're going to be repelling another bandit raid. So, this is Darren the Hermit. Thank you for joining us. You have a wonderful night. Take care.